Welcome to our chicken coop. Do not judge us. It has been a very long winter, and it has also been below freezing a lot, and most of the bedding and stuff in here was actually frozen solid most of the winter, and it just made it really hard to clean. So it has not had the cleaning it needs, but such is life. We're going to show it in the raw. I do plan this spring to do a total coop refresh. At one point I had beautiful wallpaper up here, massive dreams for the beautiful coop, and as any chicken owner knows, chickens poop a lot, and they have completely destroyed my whitewashed walls. So I do plan to do a complete coop overhaul this spring. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure that you are subscribed, because we like to share lots of homesteading stuff. We are building our home. So make sure that you are following the Wild Lion's life so that you don't miss any of our future videos. But today we are really excited because we are getting ready to welcome brand new baby chickens to our flock. This is always a very exciting time of year. I love the baby chickens, but I will admit that my kids and my husband are usually the drivers for getting babies because they are a lot of work. We have to kind of integrate and get our brooder going. We have to make sure that we have heat, and it just is a little bit more work for everybody. So with that said, this is one of our very first seasons being able to use our brooder in full because we did not finish this coop until last spring. So the years leading up to this, for about 3 years, we've actually had baby chicks living in the barn with us for like weeks and weeks on end. So it is kind of nice this year that the chicks will just be outside from the get-go, and they're not going to be actually living in our home, which is kind of a nice change. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. I'll give you kind of a quick little coop tour, and then we'll talk about our brooding setup. So just to give you an idea of what we're working with our coop, this is actually a very old original milk house that my brother and my sister-in-law actually had at their old farmhouse. They did not want it. It was a bright, brilliant blue. We've since painted it white, but I do plan to do a lot of work on this year, get it looking nicer on the outside, potentially redo the door. We have a lot of issues with the door. We have these little feed bags that we actually use to catch all of the yummy fertilizer that our chickens give us. So we catch that and dump these every once in a while, and we just switch these out as we buy new food so that they, stay clean. We need a new stick here on the top of our chicken ladder because they broke it while they were roosting. We do have a lot of chickens. I think right now we are down to 15 or 16 hens, and we do also have 3 roosters. As you can see, my nice, beautiful white painted original board work, or shiplap if you want to call it that, is absolutely filthy. We did integrate electricity out here because it just makes it really nice when we are brooding chickens and we want heat. We do not normally heat our coop because we are in the north, and your chickens will be much hardier if you do not use heat. So we just make sure our coop is insulated really well. Under this little table where they roost at night, we have kind of this little storage area. And so this is where we will keep the babies. Scared somebody. So they're separated from the big chickens, but everybody can kind of live together and get used to one another. We have our little heat lamp here. Not a fancy setup whatsoever. We are all about practicality and saving money. So we just kind of hang that guy. You can see John has our little feeder in here ready to go. It's just an antique chicken feeder. So we use that. We'll get our water set up and all that, but we haven't gotten our chicks yet. We use kitty litter boxes for our boxes for nesting and egg laying. It is very cost effective. It works fantastic. The chickens go in there no problem. We have 4 of them, but they always favor these ones that are easiest to get to. They rarely ever get in here and lay. You can see how clean the bedding is. So that's kind of how we do that. Used to have beautiful wallpaper here, but in the wintertime when it got cold, the whole thing fell down, so I just ripped it off. You can see it used to kind of look like this. I've got my cute little pictures in here. Here's another one right here. Chickens come up here and make a mess. So my advice, if you want a pretty coop, good luck, because chickens make a number on things. We also have an automatic door. It's broken, has to be replaced. So as you can see, things need a little bit of work, so that's going to be coming this spring. We switched this year from using the pine shavings. We do use those for the babies, but we switched this year to actually using compressed pine pellets. It's like horse bedding. You can buy it by the bag, but it works fantastic. When it gets wet, it just totally dissolves and becomes almost like a really fine sawdust. So it works really great. A little goes a long way because it will swell up. And when we very first lay it, the pellets look a lot like chicken feed, and our chickens will kind of peck at it, but we've never had any issues with them eating a bunch and harming themselves. So just keep that in mind. Those work really, really great. So we are going to head out here pretty soon this afternoon with all 4 kids. We are going to go to our preferred local like farm and garden store. The one that we like to go to, the chickens are apparently already sexed. We've had really good luck with that. Some of the places that you go buy chickens, baby chicks, you'll find they'll be labeled like not sexed or unsexed. And that basically just means that it's a toss-up whether you're going to get males or females. We already have 3 roosters, but we don't want any more. We did our own chickens last year, hatched our own eggs, and we got a bunch of chickens, and of course more than half of them were roosters. So this year we're opting to just do the safe thing and get hens because we just want more eggs for our farm stand. So that's kind of the plan today, is to take the kids and go love on some babies and pick some things out. Right now, my hope is that we can do 2 guineas because I have always wanted to have a couple guinea hens because they are just so funky looking, and super excited to have something a little bit different. My kids definitely want some bantams, but I don't think we're going to go that way. And then I want some that are just black and white. There's lots of different breeds that are black and white, so we're just going to kind of go have some fun shopping for birds. Why don't you come along with us? What are we doing? Getting big chicks.
Just finished.
All right, well, let's introduce you to our brand new babies. So yesterday we took the kids and we went and picked out 7 new birds. This time we opted to do a couple guinea fowl. So this is a guinea. They're super cute. They're very vocal. We are hoping that we have 2 females. We shall see in a further video. We'll update you. But we are hoping for 2 females, and they said that the louder their squeak, the more likely they are they're female. So that's probably a wives' tale of some sort, but hopefully we got some loud little squeakers and they're going to wind up being females. So you can see they've got a really pretty stripes, like a really pretty striping on their face and on their head. But this is one of our 2 guineas. This is a barred rock. Hopefully this is a female. We wanted some black and white birds to integrate into our flock because we just don't have any black and white birds. So I always like to look for kind of a wide variety of feathers and feather colors and egg colors. We like that Easter egg look in all of our egg cartons that we sell out at our farm stand. It just looks nice. So this one is a barred rock. This one's one of our larger chicks, and they lay a larger egg. So I just think that she's just on the larger side. You can see her cute little tail there. So this is a barred rock.
Say hi.
We only got one of these this time around because we did 7 birds. So we did 2 guineas, 1 barred rock. We got 2 of these yesterday. I'm pretty sure it's called a blue Moran. They wind up with kind of a bluish gray color to them, but super duper fuzzy. Very chill. These are both of them seem to be very chill, which you can kind of see they're just barely starting to get their little wing feathers. So very cute, very chill little bird. And then we also got 2 of these. These are the Wyandottes. So these are also going to wind up being a black and white bird. So they're very cute.
Sorry.
So you can see right there, such a cutie. So we officially have brand new babies. They did really good overnight last night. They're working great with the guineas. So this is our first time raising guineas. We're going to raise them with the other 5 baby chicks. They say if you raise them with other ones, they do a lot better because they are still a wild bird. So we will see how that goes. We're just learning about guineas. So that's going to be new to us. But every year we try to integrate some new chickens to our flock. We don't typically, knock on wood, lose a lot of our birds to predators. We have in the past. We do have some hawks and things like that. We have eagles every once in a while that fly over, but we've had birds get caught by hawks, and we've also had, pretty sure what was possibly like a weasel. We don't typically lose too many to those, but once they start getting to about 3 or 4 years old, we just find the winters really hard here for our chickens. So we always do tend to lose a couple every single year. And so we do like to try and replenish our numbers if we can. So if you've enjoyed meeting our brand new babies, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We update you all the time on things that we're doing here on our homestead, things that we're learning. We're also building our own DIY home from scratch. If you want to follow that journey, feel free to go ahead and like this video. And again, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos.